Hey YouTube, TN197 here with what should be the last part of my C4U 3x3x7 tutorial. In this part, we will be solving the top 3 layers. In the bottom 3 layers, we started by solving the centers all the way around, and then by solving the corners. But in the top 3 layers, we solve the corners before the centers, and only one layer at a time. So you solve all the corners in this layer, all the centers, and then up to the next layer. Corners, centers, next layer, corners, centers, and then you should be done unless you have the parity I mentioned earlier, which again is simple to fix, and I'll be getting to that later. To start, you want to look around this layer and try and find 2 corner pieces that match up. So orange and blue obviously don't match up, blue and green, green and orange, red and red. They're already on the red side, so I don't have to rotate them. I want to hold them on my left, so they're going to be over here. And for the rest of the time I'm solving it, I will do all of my algorithms except for the parity algorithm using only the right and the top. That should make it pretty easy to memorize. So first, we're going to be fixing these 2 corners right here. And to do that, very simple algorithm. It is the slot corners algorithm. So R2, U, R2, U prime, R2. And then I will be doing, this is still the same algorithm, U prime, D, so everything is just moving this way across it. And then I will be doing the slot corners algorithm in reverse. Again, it's very simple. R2, U prime, R2, U, R2, and then just move the bottom layers back, and what you've done is maintained these 2 corners in the correct place and fixed these 2 corners, and that's how you solve them for the rest of the layers, except when you move on to the 6th and 7th, you will only be moving those after you make your rights, instead of moving all 3. So I'll be doing this, but we'll get to that later. Next, we are solving the centers in the 5th layer. It's a fairly straightforward task. There are 2 algorithms, and those will be the last algorithms you need to know. One is sort of long and very simple, and the other is really short and really simple. The first one we're going to need to know is to switch 2 adjacent centers. And since I'm moving the right side, it will be switching the front and the right centers. So I have my green and orange switched here. So I'm going to hold this on the right, so it switches the green over to here and the orange over to the orange side. And the algorithm is, this is the longer one, but again, it's very simple. R2, U, R2, U, R2, U2, R2, U2, and then the slot corners. R2, U, R2, U prime, R2. And then it switched the green center and the orange center. Now remember, I told you it's going to be the slot corners algorithm also switches these two pieces right here. Now, to fix that, it's very, very simple. You're just going to turn it so that the next two edges you have to fix, centers, are going to be switching using the same side. So I had my red and blue centers, which need switching over here, but instead of doing the algorithm on this side and mixing up these two pieces, I lined it up so that this is the messed up side, or centers. It will be switching them and fixing these at the same time. So again, they're adjacent to each other, so same algorithm. Right 2, up, right 2, up, right 2, up 2, right 2, up 2, slot corners. And then line it up, and there you go. You have these, or I believe it was these, fixed, and you have your fifth layer done. And then same process goes for the sixth and seventh layers.